Before I get started with this video, I just wanted to take the time to say happy birthday, Sharon. I love you, and I'll see you in a few minutes. This video is coming out on her birthday, so happy birthday, Sharon. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to First Gen Mini Rescue. I'm Jimmy, and I rescue first generation Mini Coopers. I also do all of the maintenance on all of our vehicles to my abilities. Some things I can't do because of specialized equipment or lack of tools, the specialized tools or whatever. Or maybe even my skill set is not to where I trust it. So those things I'll leave to a professional shop or so. But for the most part, I'm confident enough in, I kept my first car, which was a $200 car. I kept that car for 13 years and drove it all the way from Louisiana to Chicago to New York, back to Louisiana, California. And that's where we finally had to get rid of it because we were being stationed in Hawaii, and they did not allow cars over 10 years old to be imported at that time. You could get a special permit, like let's say you owned a Model T. Okay, they know you're not going to just abandon it when it died on the road. But Toyota Celica, or in our case, a Mustang, they didn't know. It wasn't for sure. And it wasn't a show car, so, I couldn't, anyway. So we had to sell the car. Okay, anyway, let me read the fortune and tell you what I got today, because we're getting ready to have all of this snow event. And for us, they're saying it's partially going to be some ice. So we may get like 6 or 8 inches of snow, but then we might get an inch or 2 of ice. And I need to protect these first generation minis. So let me read the fortune. Let me grab it out my drawer here. Okay, today's fortune says, listen to life and you will hear the voice of life crying, be. Listen to life and you'll hear the voice of life crying out, be. In other words, live life. Don't just go through life just existing. Live, do stuff. Step out of your comfort zone every now and then. At least that's what I do. Do things that are a little bit off the wall. We all know I'm a little off the wall. Anyway, I'm going to show you a couple of little videos. They'll slide over here. And this is like the driveway where we park. And there's 3 trees there that they always seem to lose limbs in any kind of a bad storm. Twice, my original Mini, our silver, dark silver Mini, had a tree limb fall on it. Once it broke the sunroof and dented the roof. And the second time it didn't break the sunroof, but it broke a windshield and dented the bonnet, the hood. So what I'm going to be doing for the rest of today, I got home, it's Thursday, so we got 2 days to prepare. But while everybody else is out there getting bread and milk, I'm going to be shuffling some cars around to try to do what I can, because we have no garage, but to do what I can to help protect our cars from any kind of possible falling limbs. Man, tongue twisters. Anyway, I already took care of the bees, because as some of you may know, I'm a beekeeper. So in the description down here, there'll be a link to the beekeeping channel. But I already took care of the bees. They'll be self-sufficient. There are some things I need to do, but I'll do that later. But for now, I'm going to do some vehicle shuffling. And I'm going to show you what I see and what's going to determine where these cars go. Okay, up above the concrete pad, it's somewhat open. There are some trees there, but these 2 pine trees are pretty stout, whereas the other trees up front are naked and some of those rims are rotten. And I see there's a couple of dead limbs here, but they should fall straight. So what I'll do is I'm going to put 2 of the Minis here on the outside corner of the concrete. Like here, I'll put one here, one there. Probably put the convertible back here in the back, and put the electric blue here. And then I'll probably put the van right in front of the boat, just like I was gonna hook up to the boat. And then those smaller trees, they should be fine. And that would help protect the van from any falling trees. The gray Mini will probably sit maybe where the van is now, or right next to the house, because above the house we cut all the trees that, for the most part. There was about 5 or 6 trees right in here that we cut down. So I'll put the gray Mini somewhere over in here, and then the Subaru will be in the front of the house where we have no trees except for the small fruit trees. So I'm gonna do that, move these vehicles around and try to get situated. Hello? Yeah, I was serious. Yeah. Well, yeah. The question is, I got 5,000 more miles before I get over 300,000. Now, do I just find a 5,000 mile round trip, road trip to take the gray car, the silver, dark silver, or do I fix the orange car quickly and do a quick trip with that, like somewhere south and top down weather? Yeah, that's the question. Sure. Ask your friends and hit me back and let me know what everybody says. Sure, no problem. All right, thanks for calling. And have fun with your Mini. Oh, you have 2? A hardtop and a convertible? I see. Okay. All right, bye. I'll get back. Okay, what that phone call was about was a question I asked on my last video. That gray Mini, dark silver, dark silver metallic if you want to be technical. But that car, I need 5,000 more miles before I hit 300,000 miles on it. I've been driving it locally, but 20, 30 miles here and there, 100 miles here and there. It's not, the mileage is not ticking off the way I want it to, because I want to hurry up and get it done. So I was thinking that I would either fix the orange car and go on a quick trip to Florida, sunshine, put the top down, test drive, the whole works, or do I just sit the orange car, take my time and fix it, and just do a longer trip, a 5,000 mile trip in that dark silver Mini, which is what Sharon is leaning towards, doing it, having me do a trip. I want to do it, in that car, I guess, She's leaning towards that because I know the history of that car, whereas as the orange, I only drove the orange, as you see here, I only drove the orange for maybe a month before I started having issues and started tearing it down. So, yeah, so that was what the phone call was about. So we'll see what I decide to do. It'll definitely be after all of this threat of bad weather is gone. So it might be early summer or late spring. And that also would depend on bee season, because I have so many things to do with the bees that my time is going to be split. So yeah, anyway, so all I have to do to these cars to get them ready is plug them in, put the battery tenders on, or plug in the battery tenders, and put the covers on them. I'm giving it the best chance I can as far as any kind of frozen precipitation. Any limbs, maybe they'll fall straight down over here if this tree decides to lose a couple, because that happened twice to that gray car. Like I said, the limb fell and damaged the car twice. 2 insurance claims on that one. But anyway, so there's nothing I can do with the orange car. It's stuck under the trees. So all I did is cover it, and I got a battery tender on it, and that's all I can do with that. And maybe I'll put the cover. I do have a cover for the van. Maybe I'll put it on tomorrow, but that takes a ladder and you know, a lot of work. But I might do it anyway. All right, that's it, because there's not maintenance going on. It's about yeah, it's evening time, so I'm gonna get these done. Put the like I said, plug them in and get out of here. And hopefully, if you're in the path of all of this snow and storm or ice or whatever you get in your area, please be careful. Leave extra room when you're driving. We're not going to drive any of these cars for the most part if we don't need to. We do have the Subaru. Sharon's out right now, but we do have the Subaru all-wheel drive, so if we had to. And all these cars are full. The van is, I think, 3/4 full of diesels, not quite all the way full, but it's fine. We're not going anywhere. I'll put that back on the charger as well. And yeah, so that's all we can do to prepare. I do need to cover up my transmission over there that is going to go in the orange car because my cover moved. Anyway, that's it. I'm rambling. I'm getting out of here. And I hope you guys have a safe snow event, and come on out the other side, get your cars cleaned up, and go hit the road and do some driving, because that's what minis are for, and they're fun, even when they're the old man editions. You know? Anyway, thank y'all much. Have fun with your minis, and I'm gonna have fun with mine, and hopefully none of these tree limbs are gonna meet the cars again. All right, bye y'all.